What's up, guys? It is Pink Gun here again, back with my receding hairline and another guide. And the guide today is going to be primarily focused on 545 ammo. This was one of my go-tos until the recent nerfs. I still use it quite a lot because I just enjoy AKs and I think they're easy to build and pretty cheap for the most part. But yeah, we're going to get into it. So basically I'm only going to show you from PS up to Igolnik, because I think under PS it's kind of a waste of your time. You shouldn't be running the AK. You could run 9mm with similar results and for a lot cheaper and a lot easier to control. So with that, let's get this started. So it starts off, we have PS here. PS is shit. Don't ever use this round. It is a waste of time. You're gonna basically spray into anything and not kill it unless you get a headshot. It only has around level 2 pin, so cool. You can frag out pack armor, but that's about it. Yeah, it does do 50 damage a round, so it is good for flesh damage. But same thing like before, you can run a PPSH and not like a Keter, M9, anything like that to leg meta if you're trying to go for flesh damage a lot easier than you could try to do with a bouncy recoil of the AK. So yeah, then it goes up from there to PP. Again, I put the same with PS. I wouldn't run it unless it's very early wipe and that's all you have. And then of course it is a bit better than PS. Has around level 3 pin, does about 45 damage, so you can start doing a little bit more, start cutting through some press armor and all that stuff, some U-lock helmets. Still not great. Same thing like I said before, I would just run a SMG. It's cheaper, easier to use. Same effect, better cost efficiency. So I don't see a point in that. And then when we get to BP though, that's when it gets a bit better. It is like halfway between level 4 and level 3 penetration. So it's actually pretty good. It still does 48 damage, so it's still up there. It has a good flesh damage and a pretty decent pin. So if you're trying to budget run this gun, this ammo is completely fine. I don't think it's the best by any chance, but it's pretty good. It's a good budget round, that's for sure. And then we go up to BT. This is where I think the true budget is. This thing is schmack. I think for how much you can get it for and how much you find it on raiders or even some scavs, just straight up they have the gun, is phenomenal. It's pretty much level 4 pin, does about 43 to 45 damage right around there. And this is what I run for the most part if I'm going into like customs or something where I don't expect people to be like ginormous. This will get through most face shields with relative ease. Altons and shit, you can kiss that luck goodbye. That's not gonna go through that at all. But yeah, it's not bad. Just add 3 recoil, but I think if it's under 10 that the bullet adds, I don't think it really matters at all, you know. So I don't want to factor that in. But yeah, this is a great round. It's pretty easy to find, pretty cheap in general, and can actually get through face shields, and if you shoot enough can get through pretty big armor. The next thing, BS. This is comparably possibly the best ammo in the game now because of the recent nerfs. You get level 5 pen, so most armor, unless it's a slick or something, you're going to be able to do damage effectively to an extent. It does 40 damage, and yeah. It only adds right around 10 recoil, which isn't terrible at all. Well, actually it is kind of bad. So, but getting to that, right, so that's the BS ammo. This is a really great ammo. I think it's probably the best option now. But what used to be the king though was this 7 and 39, this Igolnik. And the reason that this is no longer the king for me anyway is that it is still level 6 pin, still does almost the same damage as BS, around 40, 37-ish, you know. But it's that 15 recoil versus the 10. And I feel like for level 5 pin and a little bit more damage, I would take 5 less recoil and run BS versus Igolnik. So, like I said, I'm just going to do a quick review. PS and PP. Don't run these unless it's early wipe and you absolutely have to. BP and BT are good mid-range. BP is more on the budget side, but BT is actually pretty solid. And then if you're going out with the big boy gun, big gear, you're not trying to lose it, you're trying to actually compete against people with Altons and shit, I would go with BS. But if you're really feeling yourself and you think you have a good recoil ability, you can control it, Igolnik does have a whole higher class of penetration, so you should be able to shred through Altons like it's nothing. So, yeah, that's gonna be my guide on 545 ammo for the AKs. And yeah, hope you guys found this useful. Hope you guys enjoyed. I should have summarized most of it. I will have the summarized the list of the ammo, the damage, and the pins in the description, as well as a link to my Twitch. Go ahead and check that out. I pretty much make these videos just to help you guys out, promote my Twitch. And I hope you guys have a great one, alright? Have a good one.